Today, we're really getting into the practical side of living vibrantly. We've looked at some great insights. And the core idea seems to be, well, it's not just adding years, right? It's adding life to those years. So our mission today is exploring how to make every day genuinely count.
Exactly. And the sources we've gathered, they really lay out some clear paths, practical ways to help, both body and mind just thrive. We've tried to distill it down into actionable steps, things you can actually do for a more fulfilling life, especially in your prime years.
Okay, all right, let's unpack this. Starting with something absolutely basic, fueling your body, powering those prime years. We all know the saying, you are what you eat, but the research seems to say this gets even more true as we get older, affecting energy, cell repair.
That's a really crucial point. What the studies highlight is, well, how our digestion and metabolism change. They evolve. So it's less about just healthy foods generally, and more about digestibility and nutrient density. Think easy to digest whole grains like oatmeal, maybe brown rice, good for gut health, stable blood sugar, avoid those energy crashes. And lean proteins, salmon, chicken, beans, they're just essential for keeping muscle mass, which, naturally starts to decline. And lightly steamed or roasted veg, it's not just comfort food, it actually helps you absorb more nutrients, breaks down fibers without losing the good stuff.
That makes sense. A more nuanced way to think about it. And beyond the basics, the sources also hit on key nutrients. Calcium for bones, we know that one. What else stood out for bone strength and, say, immunity?
Well, what's really critical is the synergy. Calcium's essential, yes, but vitamin D, that's like the key that unlocks it. Lets your body actually use the calcium. And its importance definitely grows as our skin gets, less efficient at making it from sunlight. Enough vitamin D can significantly cut fracture risk, the findings show. But it's not just bones. The sources talk a lot about colorful fruits and veggies, those vibrant pigments. They're antioxidants, like flavonoids, carotenoids. They act like tiny bodyguards for your cells, fighting oxidative stress. That's a big factor in age-related immune decline, so it really bolsters your defenses.
Okay, brilliant for heart health, immunity.
Yeah.
But sometimes healthy sounds, bland. Did the sources have any tips for flavor without loading up on salt?
Oh, absolutely. They practically suggest a culinary adventure. Steaming, baking, sure, but also really experimenting with herbs and spices. Forget just salt. Think turmeric, great color, yes, but also amazing anti-inflammatory properties. Or rosemary, garlic, ginger. They're not just flavors. They pack antioxidant punches, good for your heart. Turns a simple meal into something, functional and tasty.
Love that. And staying on fueling, hydration came up a lot. Often overlooked, right? Is it more than just drinking when thirsty, especially later on?
Definitely more to it. The research points out our thirst signal can get less reliable with age. It's surprisingly easy to get dehydrated without even feeling thirsty. And it's not just about a dry mouth. Mild dehydration can hit your thinking, your energy, even your joints. So a simple trick like keeping water nearby, maybe setting a reminder on your phone, it actually makes a real difference for keeping your brain and body working optimally.
Right, simple but effective. So, okay, body fueled and hydrated. The sources then pivot to keeping the mind sharp. What's the takeaway there?
It's fascinating, really. They talk about neuroplasticity, our brain's amazing ability to rewire itself, form new connections, throughout our whole lives. So mental stimulation, it's literally exercise for your brain, building up what they call cognitive reserve. Things like learning an instrument, maybe a new language that directly stimulates it. But even, tricky crosswords, getting the hang of new tech, joining learning programs, anything with novelty and a bit of challenge works.
A mental workout. And that pairs perfectly with social connection. I bet the research had a lot on how vital relationships are.
Oh, huge. Consistently, the research shows strong social ties are as protective as diet and exercise. They fight that isolation feeling, which can be really damaging to health. And it's not just seeing people, it's meaningful engagement. Book clubs, volunteering, regular coffee dates, or using tech. Video calls, online groups, they all help foster purpose, belonging. And related to that, pets. If that's something you're open to, they bring so much joy, companionship, help with routine. Unconditional love, lower stress too.
It really is amazing what a pet can do, isn't it? And speaking of stress, managing it daily, what simple coping things did the sources highlight?
Yeah, the focus is on small things, consistently, not grand gestures like just taking 5 deep breaths, really mindful breaths, or putting on music you love, spending a few minutes gardening maybe, even just calling a friend who makes you laugh. These aren't just distractions, they actually interrupt the stress response, lower cortisol. It builds resilience over time.
Little things add up. Okay, shifting to essential daily practices. The sources kept saying small, consistent choices, starting with sleep, the body's best medicine. Any key insights beyond just hours?
Right. It's not just rest. Sleep is when your body does major repair work. Hormones, memory consolidation, cell repair. Our sleep patterns can change as we age, making quality tougher. So the sources, stress consistency, same bedtime, same wake-up time, and your sleep environment. Cool, dark, quiet. Plus, importantly, ditching screens for at least an hour before bed. A digital detox really improves sleep quality.
Quality over quantity. Makes sense. And connecting this to the bigger picture checkups. Healthcare team visits. How should we approach those conversations?
It's really about being an active partner in your health. That's what the research emphasizes. Speak up. Tell them about any changes you notice, even small ones. You know your body best. Ask questions, make sure you understand treatment plans, talk about screenings. Prevention is always, always better than cure.
Empowering yourself. Good advice. And finally, home safety. Seems obvious, but what simple things did the sources flag for maintaining independence?
Oh, this is so critical for staying independent long term. The sources give clear, actionable steps to prevent falls, which can be such a major setback. Simple things: get rid of throw rugs or huge trip hazards, add grab bars in the bathroom, near the shower, the toilet makes a massive difference. And just improving lighting. Hallways, stairs especially, it's not just safety, it's about keeping your confidence and freedom in your own home.
Absolutely. So, wrapping up this deep dive, the key takeaway feels like this.
Yeah.
Every small step counts. A new recipe, calling a friend, that evening walk. It's all an investment in your happiness, your well-being.
Exactly. The sources really remind us, we're the authors of our own stories. We shape the narrative every day. So the final thought for you today is this. What one small, consistent change, maybe something sparked by our chat today, will you weave into your routine? What will you do to write your next most vibrant chapter?